Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. It's going to be a scorcher out there today. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for Miami, Sandy Alcantara.
Well, primary pitch is an outstanding sinker. It's hard to pick up out of the hand, but in the last few feet really has arm side movement. Tough pitch for hitters to get the barrel of the bat on.
Bryce Terang, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Up the middle. Oh, nice play. Throws from his knees, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Here's Yelich at the dish. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Alcantara notched a complete game the last time on the hill. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. And now it's William Contreras.
Ball. I love watching him throw that complete game, Brew. Just not that common anymore. Think about this. In the 21st century, only 2 pitchers have had a season with 10 complete games. In 1998 alone, 3 different pitchers.
1 at second, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
Ball, that's out.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And the runner holds.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Nice grab. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. It's Major League. Back here in Miami, and taking the ball for Milwaukee, Kyle Harrison. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Bangs off the wall. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
At the plate, Otto Lopez. Oh, look at the stop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting third, the first baseman.
Take a look at the lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Javier Sanoja.
Not doing anything crazy right now, but he's been solid over the last 10 games. And hey, with that batting average, if it was over the course of a full season, we're talking about Hall of Fame numbers. 333 over the last 10 games. 1 for 3 doesn't seem that impressive, but you know what? It's tough to do when you consider a longer stretch. They're going to enjoy this little run right now.
Throw to first in time. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. Hitless at 4 at-bats yesterday. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. His 11th of the year, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. Hernandez, the left fielder with good range, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And his slugging percentage this season is right around .470. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Nice line drive to the pole side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now, Owen Casey. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now a chance for Jacob Marcy. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. The two-round back here at Lone Depot Park. Top of the second. So the Milwaukee Brewers have had a rough go so far this season. Siggy, they got to be scratching their heads in that clubhouse.
Actually, Boog, I think the way they respond in the clubhouse is going to be critical. If you're able to laugh it off, trust your talent, and work hard, it should work out in the end. But there's no doubt they put themselves deep underwater in the standings, and they've got a lot of ground to make up. Big few weeks coming.
Edwards. Throw to first in time. Andrew Vaughn now. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today.
Ball, that's low.
The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Ground ball, left side. The throw to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. David Hamilton digs in now.
David Hamilton.
Hey!
And that one fouled off. Got him. Third out. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here's the Marlins DH, Griffin Conine.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Fastball is outside. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Going back. That one outs against the fence. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. And it's fouled away. Sanoja matched a homer in his last game. Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. It's got a chance. And it's off the wall. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Ripped on a line to center. Mitchell on the move. Reaching for it and brings it in. And that should get the job done as he tags from third. He'll score the sac fly. It's 5-0. One out man at first. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 so far. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
It's a run on the board. He picks up an RBI.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Brandon Sproat.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all. And they add to their lead. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Next to hit, Agustin Ramirez. No question about this one. It's out of here.
Back back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Digging in, Heriberto Hernandez. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Now here's a flare off the bat. And foul ball. The 0-2. And that one hammered. Mitchell moving back. Gone. They hit another. And they add a run. It's 10-0.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way.
Stepping in, Owen Casey. Out towards right center field. Mitchell on the move to the gap. And there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. He's 0 for 1. Gets him to chase after that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Got him swinging. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. Back here in Miami, new inning getting started. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
So digging in, Tyler Black. Hey! Hit on the ground to the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. This is Bryce Terang. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Black around third. He will score. It's 10-1.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
On the ground. Throws to first in time. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. Yeah! 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That smash towards center. And that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors. Back here in Lone Depot Park, this lineup has been going off today. 5 homers so far as we take a look at the spray chart.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide. You know, these Marlins really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Fair ball. Can't glove it cleanly. Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards will hit next. smoke to right, but he's got it.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that is the third out of the inning. Marlins lead 1, but they maintain their 10-1 lead. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. There's a strike. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you... Oh, he gloves it.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Bowers in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The Marlins up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Ground ball to the right side. Stowers. He'll do it himself. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Hey! Check swing. Outside. No appeal. 1 ball, 1 strike. Out of bounce right side. Gets it to first. And that'll do it. Back here in Miami, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
And a good start to the inning.
Up next.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Agustin Ramirez.
Coming in hot, and we've seen more of the same in the box today. He brings a real confidence to this offense.
That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. He's already homered here in this one. Now he breaks his bat. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Owen Casey. He's already homered in this game. Ouch, that one drilled him. And no chance for him to make the play. Let's just hope he's all right. So bases loaded with one away. Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got it.
Line drive. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. Runners tagging from second and third. Safe! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, Aaron Ashby.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runners on first and third, 2 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. 2 men left stranded. Back here in Lone Depot Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him swinging. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-1. Back up the middle and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid the
Edwards. Here's Lopez for 1. A double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 11 and the Brewers 1. This is Marlins baseball on the Show, Florida. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
You know, these Marlins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
The lefty, the 1-0.
And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's pretty clear the offense is just feeding off each other at this point. Confidence is contagious.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got him looking. 1 away.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Xavier.
And And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And down on strikes he goes, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Lopez in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one missed.
Outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
2 down, nobody on. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Got him looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. It's the Marlins 11 and the Brewers 1. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
The second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's Christian Yelich. 1 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Brewers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Next for Milwaukee, William Contreras. That one's in there. That's strike 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you...
Sanoha. There's one. A sensational double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. That one is absolutely belted. No one can get there. It falls in. In to score is the runner from third, and it's 11-2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Picks himself up at RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Bowers in the box now. Takes strike one. That's in there.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for
swings through it for the pay. Good job at damage control. Bottom of the sixth inning. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-2 now. Smoke to right, but he's got it. And now the catcher comes up to him. Agustin Ramirez.
What a performance at the plate. He's so locked in. He could probably hit a wiffle ball in a hurricane.
Swing and a bouncer. Slings to first in time. Here comes the skipper. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, D.L. Hall. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now that's smacked to right center, and that's a base hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Andrew Vaughn.
Right through there for a strike. And that's in for a strike. 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. That's a very athletic play. David Hamilton now at the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Lopez under it. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for Milwaukee, the center fielder, number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Make it bottom of the 7th. And now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy.
Marcy.
Ball.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. Hall, a 6'1 lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. The 2-1. And that drops in for a strike. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's a strikeout looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Next is the designated hitter, Griffin Conant.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The Fish up big in this one. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Javier Sinoja.
Ball, that's in.
There's a strike.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Sets him down looking. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. It's the Marlins 11 and the Brewers 2. Back here in Miami, ready to begin the 8th. Tyler Black up now for the Brewers.
Black.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Right side. And that's just foul. Caught him looking for the K.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang.
Yeah!
The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time. And now it'll be Christian Yelich.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Two down, nobody on. Out to short, Lopez. Fires over to first. Yelich is out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jared Koenig. Back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. The 0-1. Swing and a liner, base hit out of the right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. The Marlins up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Kyle Stowers, the next to hit. Up the middle, base hit into center field, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw, and he's out.
On the tag, got him.
Runners at second and third and 1 out. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez.
What can't he do at the plate, Boo? These stats are just crazy. Are we sure his bat is legit? And it's like magic.
Here's your 1. And there's a foul ball. Lopez, the runner at third. Stowers at second with 1 away. Good job to fight that one off. 0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Mitchell gets under it. And that is that. Marlins strand a pair. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Contreras.
Hard hit to third. 1 pitch and 1 out. So next it's the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jackson Chourio. And that's it for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That's hard hit in the line. Marcy on the move. And he can't make the play. Around first, heading for 2. Round second, digging for third.
2 hits for him in this one. Both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
1 away with a runner at third here at the top of the 9th. And that one handled. Ball comes home and he's dead at the plate. So it's their last chance in this one. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. On a line.
That ball's foul.
Foul ball. That one ripped, but foul. This could end it. Liner, and oh, that got him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So 2 on with 2 away. Next for Milwaukee, David Hamilton. And the 1-0. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's now 11-3. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
Hey!
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Got it, and that's the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going